What's up, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about why most men today feel invisible in life. Now, this is a very good video for me to make because a lot of men talk about how they feel invisible in life. They feel invisible in the dating market. Some men talk about feeling invisible, like within their own family, like their parents, their girl, or whatever. Like even if they have a family that's connected with them, like they still feel like invisible within that dynamic. They feel invisible within their friend group. Maybe they feel invisible at work. And the reason why a lot of men feel invisible is because a lot of men aren't doing the work. That's what you guys have to understand. If you're not doing the work, you will feel invisible. People pay attention to the work. People pay attention to results. If you're not getting results, that means that you're not doing the work. You could only get results from doing the work. And if you're not doing the work, then you will maintain being invisible. So, in order for you to not be invisible, you must do the work. Excuse me. In order for you to not be invisible, you must get results. And in order for you to get results, you must do the work. Randall, what is the work? The work is self-development. I don't care how corny you think it is. I don't care how cliche you think it is. I don't care how red pill, self-improvement. Like I don't care. I don't care what the extra shit is that you might feel about it. Because people have like their own like little comments that they like to make. Oh, men are always talking about self-improvement or whatever. Like social media is always talking about self-improvement. There's a reason why we talk about self-improvement. It's because a lot of you motherfuckers are invisible. A lot of you motherfuckers complain about shit that you don't have to complain about, but you complain about them. You're not getting the results because you're not doing the work. So I want you to start doing the work. I want you to start taking care of your skin. I want you to start eating properly. I want you to start reading and journaling if you need to. Honestly, I'm not big on reading and journaling. I feel like action needs to be taking place. But a lot of you guys are at the point where if you're really invisible, like if you're completely invisible, then reading and journaling, yes, you will have to get there. You will need to start there because reading and journaling helps you become more self-aware. So if you're invisible, you're self-aware that you are invisible, but you're not self-aware to why you are invisible for the most part. So reading and journaling does help there, but getting on a skincare routine, right? Working on being more charismatic, working on having more conversations in person, working on getting in the gym, getting on body game, right? Working on your physique, working on your mindset, working on finding your passion in life and pursuing that, right? Pursuing a career. I didn't say making money. I said pursuing a career. Let the money come from your passion. A lot of dudes talk about don't chase your passion or don't focus on your passion. Just focus on making money. I disagree with that completely. Focus on your passion and figure out how to monetize your passion. Regardless of how saturated or how unlikely you think it is, I don't care. Focus on your passions. We're all passionate about something. I don't care if it's video games. Focus on monetizing your passions, right? You have to do work. Work has to be done. But complaining about being invisible isn't going to help because the people who aren't invisible, the men who aren't invisible, like myself, I am not invisible. I'm very visible, guys. I've always been visible. I live a good life, like real talk. Like I get the attention from women. I get respect from men. Like I feel good, and I've never felt invisible, right? But I do work, right? And if you want to get to that other side, you must do work. And I'm telling you right now, if you feel invisible, life doesn't have to be that way. But I will tell you another thing is that there has to be men who aren't, like I talked about in a previous video. Go back and watch. I don't even remember what video it was 'cause I dropped so many YouTube videos. But I talked about how there has to be people who do and people who don't, people who have and people who don't have. So there has to be men who are invisible in order for there to be men who are visible, right? You notice that the men who are visible, the men who are attractive, the men who are in shape, the men who are pursuing their passion, the men who have their mindset on point, they usually aren't the ones online complaining about shit, right? They're usually not. So there's gonna be people like life doesn't have to be that way. I want men to understand that there's another way, but it's gonna cost you. It's not free. You will have to invest time. You will have to invest energy. You will have to invest money, right? You will have to make sacrifices. but it's worth it if you're invisible and you're not getting the results that you want out of life. You don't have to have a subpar dating life. You don't have to have a subpar mindset. You don't have to look in the mirror and not like what you see. You don't have to have bumps all over your skin. You don't have to not have confidence when you speak to women, or you don't have to feel invisible. Like, you just don't have to be invisible, but you have to work to get there. So how many of you guys really want to work? Like, does it just sound good to complain about being invisible, and to like mean mug, and to like kind of like mean mug and give like animosity looks to like men who you could tell are select type of men in public, and like mate guarding and stuff like that? Like, do you just want to do that for the rest of your life, or do you actually want to get to the other side? Notice how I didn't say anything about height. I didn't say anything about skin color or stuff that you can't control. I'm talking about shit that we can control, shit that's in our control that we're neglecting. That shit has to stop. Like, there's no way around it. So you keep on looking for shortcuts around the gym. You keep on looking for shortcuts around your mindset. You keep on looking for shortcuts around controlling your lust. You keep on looking for shortcuts around dressing better, shortcuts around getting a skincare routine, shortcuts around not being on social media so much, or at least when you're on social media, consuming the proper content, not consuming bullshit. You look for shortcuts around monetizing your passion. You're always looking for videos about how to make money the easiest and the quickest, and how to get in shape the easiest and the quickest. And you're always keeping up with what peptides to take and all this goofy shit. And then on top of that, you try to live vicariously through other men. So you like watching other men be successful while you're not doing shit. And then you like to play video games and level up in video games, and equate your leveling up to video games to leveling up in real life, even though you've been stuck in the same environment and with the same income and with the same physique and with the same mindset and with the same look for 5 years. You haven't leveled up shit for shit in life, but you're leveling up in video games, and you think that that's the same thing, right? This is the shit that when I talk to men, this is what I'm seeing, bro. So that shit has to change, guys. There's no way around it, right? Take this seriously. You don't have to be invisible, but you must work. You must work, okay? So this is why most men feel invisible today in life. But it doesn't have to be that way. You could get to the other side, but you have to put in work, guys. If you guys want to book a consultation with me, check the Work With Me link, right? If you need help with your mindset, your nutrition, all of that will be in the description. All right, coaching, all that will be in the description. Follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. I post daily, and fuck with the clothing line, right? Fuck with the clothing line. I'll have that in the description. But my clothing line and like my business is about pursuing excellence. So if you're not pursuing excellence, don't fuck with the clothing line. I want people pursuing that. That's my tagline, like pursuing excellence. I don't want shitheads in my clothing. You're not representing the Randall Branch collection. You're not doing nothing with your life, right? Randall Branch collection, Randall Branch clothing is about pursuing excellence. So if you are looking to turn your life around, or if you are already on your journey of pursuing excellence, then go ahead and focus with the clothing, right? I have all that linked in the description. Again, my Instagram is at Randall Branch. Go ahead and follow me and DM me if you have any video requests or if you need help with something. And I'll see you guys later, man. It's Randall Branch Media checking out. Get to the other side if you're not there yet. Get to the other side.